Hello everyone, my name is Lanae Dupre and welcome to my channel. Today I have a long overdue vacation video. I think it's been over 3 weeks since we've been on vacation now. We've been back from vacation and it's taken a really long time to edit this video. So I have it, it's finished, and I hope you guys enjoy it. We went to Belize for the first time and it was amazing. My husband and I went, just the two of us, which is very different from the last trip we went to. It was really good to get away. I had an amazing time and really wish that we'd be able to go back again someday. So getting to Belize was an adventure to start. We had to fly into Belize, but to get to where we were actually staying, which we stayed in Placencia, Belize, we had to get on this little commuter flight, and my husband was not having it. He had a great time, but he was scared. It was small, I'll put it that way. It was a very small plane. I think it only sat like 10 people, and it was like people were getting on and it was, wait, you guys, you need to switch seats. We couldn't sit next to each other. Like literally they were putting people on the plane to make sure the plane weighs out. Like, I don't know where that happens, but that's what happened. While we were in the airport, we got to the airport a little bit earlier than we should have, well, before our flight was taken off, and so my husband decided to get a beer. He got a beer and literally he sat down maybe 2 minutes later and they were like, hey, you guys come get on this plane. Like, it wasn't our plane. It was 20 minutes earlier than what we were supposed to take off. And by the way, you can't take the beer on the plane. So of course I do not have footage of this, but this was literally an epic moment. I started to say, like, you have to chug it. So he starts to chug and literally everyone in the airport is like, chug, chug, chug. He did it, but of course I don't have it on camera. Sometimes it's just great to just be there in the moment. So anyways, we get on this flight, it's small, we stop, we make a pit stop. Like, we got out of the plane, thought it was our stop, and it wasn't. They're like, oh, you guys get back on the plane. So the plane ride was maybe like 35 minutes. It seemed like forever because the plane was so small and it was terrifying, honestly, but we got there. The weather was beautiful. And just to talk about the weather really quick, before we got there, I literally was crying in the bathroom the night before we left. Like, it is going to rain the whole entire time. I have all these cute outfits and bathing suits to wear, and I'm probably never gonna be able to wear them because it is raining every day. Like, when I say raining, I mean like Thanos thunderstorm every single day. We got there, we were there for 4 full days, I believe. It did not rain once. Like, I didn't have enough sunblock because I thought that it was going to rain every day and I wasn't gonna need it. Like, it was beautiful every day. Hot, sunny, it was beautiful. I have no idea why the weather app, literally you could look at the weather app while you're there and it says it is raining. And it was not raining. It blew my mind, but I'm not complaining about it at all. So we get to the, we stayed in like a little boutique hotel. It wasn't really a resort. They said that it was the hotel that had the biggest pool in Placencia, which, I mean, the pool was really big and it was really nice. The staff there was amazing, and I'm pretty sure it was just the Placencia Hotel. I'll put it in the description box, but I'm pretty sure that was the name. It was right on the water. one thing about Placencia, where we stayed, is like a little town, but the shore is really shallow, so the water isn't as clear as you would imagine. But as soon as it gets deeper, the water's beautiful. So we went to another part later on in our trip that the water was literally crystal clear. It was amazing. But the hotel was smaller, so it had, I think, one restaurant. It had like 2 different bars, but literally for what we were there for, it was perfect. Like, it's exactly what we needed after coming back from a huge resort, like party resort. It was so relaxing to just be somewhere that was more intimate. You see kind of the same people every day. The room was so nice. It was spacious. It had a whole kitchen that we never really used because we went to dinner every night and breakfast or whatever. So it was really, really nice. The room had like a balcony where you can go out, and it was just a bottom floor, and it was maybe like 6 or 7 different buildings. So the place was pretty small, but the 6 or 7 different buildings all had either just a 1-bedroom or like 2-bedroom suites. So it was maybe 20 rooms or something like that. And then they had, actually on the property, they had residential homes, and these homes were gorgeous. We went on a bike ride one day and we rode by it. So we took the bikes that the property lets you borrow. So we took our bikes out and like just went to town pretty much to get juice because we had alcohol and we wanted some mixers. So we went to town, and while we were driving, literally some of the prettiest houses I've ever seen. I mean, I'm a real estate agent and these houses blew me away. Like, I want to live there. Like, if I could buy a house on the water there, hands down, I would. It was so nice. So we took a little bike ride to town. It was so hot, but it was definitely worth it to be able to just ride our bikes. And you know, locals are going by, they wave, they're so nice, so nice. One night we did go into, well, it was kind of during the day, and then we went back at night. We went into what they call the village, and they have just like different restaurants, shops. They have a mini boardwalk, which I shouldn't say mini, it's just not like a boardwalk that we're used to here. It was kind of off of the beach, and it was just like little shops lined up as you walked. And it was pretty far, but it was in the middle of, well, technically not in the middle of COVID, but COVID was still a thing. They take it very serious there. They had curfews still, and I think the curfew was like 9 o'clock. It was either 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, and no, it was 9 o'clock, and then on the weekends it was midnight. But they had a little boardwalk, so we did that, and we looked at the different shops that were actually open. A lot of them were closed. So I honestly think if it was normal and COVID was not a thing, it would be really busy. It wasn't really busy at all because of COVID. There wasn't too many people visiting at the time, which I'm totally fine with. So we walked down the little boardwalk. We did go, we were looking for the Tipsy Tuna, which is a place that everyone told, you know, all the reviews and videos that you see, and when you're at the resorts and stuff, they tell you to go to Tipsy Tuna. So it was like a beach bar, right on the water. You can sit out on like the beach chairs and get in the water, or you can they have like a whole stage and dance floor. So once again, one of those places I feel like would be really, really fun when things were all open. We went to, I guess it was lunch, you could say, in the little village, and it was called Omar's, and it was delicious. Like, this place was the cutest place I've ever been to. You walk in, it's all open. It was upstairs, downstairs, but it was so hot that they literally recommend you not sit upstairs. So we sat downstairs. They had like a little art gallery in it that was cute. It was right across the street from like a grocery store, and it was a BYOB, which I thought was interesting. So we went across the street, got a bottle of wine, and sat and ate and drank the bottle of wine, and it was a really, really good experience, I would say. Like, once again, I'm gonna keep saying it in this video, everyone there was so nice. Like, just putting this out there, this is the one place I think I've ever been to that there's not someone coming up to you every 5 steps to sell you something. We walked on the beach, we walked around the village, we took our bikes into town. Like, not once did someone try to sell us something. I bought my niece like a necklace while we were walking on the boardwalk, and even the woman that owned the shop there, she wasn't pushy at all. Like, she sat back and relaxed until I, said, oh, how much is this? Or then she got up, but it wasn't like normal when they're like, can I sell you something, pretty much in your face, and they won't stop. It wasn't like that at all. So it, like, literally the best relaxing vacation that you could possibly want. Like, it was great. So we did the village, and then that same night we went back and changed, and then we went out to the bowling alley. They have like a little bowling alley in their little town. It was interesting. This bowling alley, first of all, I haven't bowled in years. I'm horrible at it. This bowling alley had 2 lanes, just 2 lanes. I think people really just go there to drink because they had like a bar, you had the outdoor area, they had a pool table. So my husband and I bowled, and it was awful. Everyone literally was just sitting watching us fail miserably, but it was for experience. It was fun. We played 1 game, and then we went out on like the little deck and had dinner, and then a drink, and then our driver came back to pick us up. So that was cool.